Peace and blessings. This is Shanika Malcolm of Naked, Wild, and Free. It's been a while, so I wanted to make a video to update my YouTube channel and my subscribers. So they're not many, but I'm grateful for my subscribers and people that watch my videos. Many of you have found me through my journey of Naked and Afraid. And I just want to update you and let you know where I am in my life since my Naked and Afraid journey. So I did my first Naked and Afraid journey in Mexico. And then last summer, I did another Naked and Afraid journey in South Africa, and it was a solo where I was by myself. So that journey just aired. And if you didn't watch it, there's different ways to find it. So I encourage you to watch. It was a very different journey, and I hope I can talk about it and share more. Since my Naked and Afraid journey in Mexico, I came to Mexico and have been living here since. Many of you may or may not know that I grew up in the United States undocumented. So I was brought to the United States when I was 6 years old by my father and never got the correct paperwork to be a legal immigrant in the country. And that made my life very difficult, having to basically find a way to maneuver outside of the system without a social security number and different ways to make a living for myself. So leaving the country, and because of immigration laws, it was very difficult and right now even impossible to get back without a lawyer and a very extensive process. So, as they say, make lemonade out of limes or lemons. So that's what I've been doing since I've been in Mexico, embracing this new reality of living outside of, the only home I've known since I was 6 years old. So I've been living, my first 3 months, I traveled around Mexico. I started, in Chiapas, then Mexico City. Then I went to Tulum. I stayed in Tulum for about 3 weeks, just exploring the Yucatan. Then I went back to Chiapas again, to San Cristobal. Then I eventually made my way to Oaxaca. First, Oaxaca Central, which is the city, then down to the coast to San Jose del Pacifico, which is like the mushroom capital of Mexico. Then I made my way down to the Pacific coast of Mazunte, Zipolite, Puerto Escondido, and then I settled on living in Huatulco, which is like a beautiful paradise kind of place right on the water. After finding an apartment, my children came and they lived with me there. Still traveling around and exploring Mexico. Now it's April, and we're in Merida in the Yucatan. And we came here January the 1st because while I love Huatulco and Oaxaca, it was a very small town and not a lot of activities and things to do, and not a lot of people of color. So for a while now, Merida has been on my radar because of the big Black expat community that's here, and then all the activities and things that are offered for children. So it's a very family-friendly city, and that's why I came. Since then, I just been living, raising my children, figuring out my new reality and finding a way to support myself. So prior to Naked and Afraid, I was holistic wellness coach and practitioner. I studied many things dealing with health and holism and spirituality, including yoga, meditation, various forms of meditation, energy healing, nutrition, plant-based lifestyle, just so many things, permaculture, intentional living and intentional communities and eco-villages. So there's so many things that I have interest in, and I just, it's just all the things that I love that I've been drawn to over the years to explore and then to share with others. So right now I'm in Merida, and when I lived in the United States, I moved around a lot because I was just looking for community and my tribe. And now that I'm in Mexico, I find myself doing the same thing. Like, I just have like a nomadic spirit and a drive, and my soul is not very content in living in the city and not being in community. I lived in an intentional community before in Tennessee called The Farm. I ended up leaving it because we were the only family of color, the only Black people, and there were just some cultural differences and just a lack of diversity and the lack of wanting to understand and create change in that aspect. So I'm in Mexico now in the Yucatan, as I said, and I'm feeling that itch again to travel and to explore my horizons. And I'm kind of working towards planning that in the next few months. I just have this big vision of traveling, and I'm working towards making that happen. So right now, as I said, I'm working to just find creative ways to support myself by doing things that I love. I offer energy healing, distance and in person, health and wellness, life and spiritual coaching, and just support for wherever you are on your journey. I have not been posting here a lot because I post mostly on Instagram because it's like the most easiest way and platform to post. But in the coming months, I'll be posting more on YouTube and inviting you to follow my journey. I am asking for support from my followers. So if you can support my journey in any way, whether it's getting one of the services I offered, and pretty soon I'll be having like a crowdfunding campaign once I make my travel plans and vision public. It's going to be epic. I have this big vision and just want to keep the momentum and the vision and believing that it's possible. And I do that partly by sharing my journey and my vision with you. So this video is already 7 minutes long. If you watch, thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram to just see more of what's been going on. And that's at moonchildhealing_SM. So I'll put that below. Peace and love.